What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry. Without further introduction, let's get right into it. Okay, so the topic for today is titled Time Will Tell. Again, the topic for today is titled Time Will Tell. I chose this topic because through time, I feel like through time, it will reveal the real from the fake. It will reveal our growth. It will reveal our maturity. It will reveal our development towards our goals. It will reveal the inevitable, right? Time will always reveal things, people, and our growth in our life in so many different ways. So I chose this topic because I feel like people always say, hey, in X amount of years, I'm gonna be doing this. In X amount of years, I'm gonna have this amount of money. In X amount of years, I'm gonna be married to this person. In X amount of years, I'm gonna be in a healthy relationship, right? So we say all these things because that's where we want to be. But time will always tell the reality of it, right? So just because we say, all right, in X amount of years, this is where I'm gonna be, time will tell as you go throughout your life, as you develop, as you mature, as you grow as an individual, we will see how all these things that you wanted, start to come into your life, and if they start to come into your life, right? So I want us to understand that regardless of what we say, time will reveal the truth, and we have to stop taking time for granted. We have to stop acting like we live forever. We have to stop acting like, oh, my time is so precious. My time is so precious. Yes, it might be precious, but why are you wasting it doing things that you don't even like? Or why are you wasting it with people that you don't even want to entertain? Why are you hanging around this group or going out with this group of people that every time that they say they want to go out, you really don't even want to go out, but you go out so you just don't have to be alone? Do you guys get what I'm saying? You're not enjoying your time, but your time is precious. You guys get what I'm saying? You're not enjoying the time. You're not enjoying the things that you're doing right now in your life, but your time is precious. And I feel like if something is precious to you, you value it. So if you value your time on this earth, you're going to make every single second on this earth counts. And I'm not saying, oh, you just got to go get money. You got to get money every day. You got to do this. You got to do this. No, you're making every second count towards your happiness, towards how you treat people, towards the relationships that you're growing, towards every single step in your life, every second of the day. You're understanding that your time is precious, that your time is valuable. So again, if your time is so precious and so valuable, you're going to spend your time different than you would if you felt like your time was not precious and not valuable, right? So therefore, why aren't we changing our habits? Why aren't we changing the things that we're doing on a daily basis that are not helping us grow? That's not helping us be a better person. That's not helping us build better relationships. That's not helping us grow financially. That's not helping us grow better relationship with our kids. That's not helping us grow a better relationship with our parents. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Why are we choosing different paths and different mentalities for a way of thinking and for a way of going if it's not helping us for our future and where we want to be in our life? Going back, we say our time is so precious, our time is so valuable. So if you value your time, and if you feel like your time is so precious, why are you wasting it doing things that you don't want to do and hanging around people that you don't want to be around? So going back to another topic, when I said, do you have fear of being alone? I think that was the episode, the last one I put up. Do you have fear of being alone? Because I said that because sometimes we go around people and we choose to be around people that we may not even like that, or we're just going around them to entertain them, but they're not really our friends and they're not really people that we want to be around, but we have fear of being alone. So from the fear of being alone, we'll rather go around people that we may not even want to entertain or not even like that, but it's better than us being alone. And I think we have it backwards for the people that think like that, because the fear, if you have the fear of being alone, if you have fear of being alone, you're actually affecting yourself moving forward in life. Or if you, even if you're not affecting yourself now, it's going to affect you later on, because you need that alone time. And if you're scared to be alone, or if you have fear of being alone and rather go entertain other people that you don't even like or want to be around because you're scared of being alone, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. And it may not hurt you now, but it's going to hurt you later. It's going to hurt you at some point, and I can tell you that. because we have to love ourselves, right? Everybody heard the term of self-love. So if you don't have self-love, how are you going to love somebody else if you can't even love yourself? The whole point, the way that you can make two people come together as one, I have to love myself, you have to love yourself, and we're coming together to love each other, right? We're coming together to love each other, but you love you, I love me. Okay, you're bringing your happiness, I'm bringing my happiness. You're bringing your peace, I'm bringing my peace. We're coming together as one. Do you guys get what I'm saying? We're not coming to each other to I'm gonna take your peace, right? I'm gonna take your peace, and you're gonna take my happiness, right? No, we're coming together with everything. And if you don't feel like you're ready for that, you should not be trying to get into a relationship. You should not be trying to entertain people until you understand who you are, the things that you allow, the things that you want to allow, where you want to be in your life, the type of mindset that you want another person to have that you're going to be around for the rest of your life, the type of family that they want to have. Understand all these things, because maybe they want a family, or maybe they want a big family, or maybe the mindset they want to implement into their kids is not the same type of mindset that you want to implement into your kids. So therefore, just because you're looking at this woman or looking at this lady and saying, okay, I want to be with her in a relationship, but you're thinking long term into a family, maybe you need to start thinking about these things and asking her questions along those lines. What kind what do you want to implement to your children, right? How would you raise your kids? What is something from your childhood that you want, or that what is something from your childhood that you like or dislike that you want to implement into your children? Do you guys get what I'm saying? We have to think farther down the line when you're choosing to entertain people. Are you here for a good time, or are you here for a long time? And that's up to you. You make that decision. But if you're here for a long time, we got to start thinking rationally, right? We got to start thinking long term. So therefore, if you have a fear of being alone and choosing to entertain people just because you want to be around people, again, it's going to hinder you moving forward, and it's going to hinder your growth for a very long time. And it might be a lifetime, right? It might be a lifetime, because you never understood how to love yourself first before you go try to love someone else, right? Right? So again, going back to this topic, time will tell. If you're telling me that you're growing, time will tell. If you're telling me this is what you want to do in your life and you're going to do it in X amount of years, time will tell. Time will tell us how you're moving. Time will show us your growth. Time will show how you change. Or if you tell me that you're going to change, time will tell. Time will show it. Right? Our time is precious. Value yourself, value your life, value your steps, value your future, and forgive your past. You guys get what I'm saying? All of these are tools to take forward. We have to love ourselves to love another person, to love a friendship, to love our parents, to love our kids, to love anything. We have to love ourselves first. And some people might say, no, well, I remember a time when I didn't love myself, but I found somebody that loved me so much it made me love myself more. And yes, that can be very true. And I'm not going to take anything away from that. But that process is longer. And it would have been a lot healthier if you loved yourself first before you got into that relationship or you start hanging around that person. I'm not saying that some people are not put in our life to make a difference, because sometimes we met the right person at the wrong time, and it can even just be a friendship. But at the same time, that's what we needed in that moment. And they taught us and gave us the idea, and just kind of put us back on track on where we need to be. And like, let me love myself again. You know what? I've been going through a lot of I kind of got distance, but at the same time, I want my peace. I want to love myself again. And I feel like some people can be put in your life for that, and to remind you of who you are. But at the same time, again, we're trying to we're not trying to wait that long. We're trying to do this now. And I want to emphasize to you that you can love yourself without needing somebody. You can be at peace with yourself without needing somebody, right? We need to love ourselves. Self-love is very important. Self-love is something that's needed for life. Self-love is what the only person, y'all know, when we go to sleep at night, right? Right? We might go to sleep and somebody can even be right next to us, like we're laying in the bed together. But when I go to sleep and maybe I have a dream, that person's not in my dream, right? I'm in my dream. And what I'm getting at by saying this is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how close we are to somebody, we are inside our thoughts. And these people can't think for us. Although they can be next to us, they don't control our thoughts. So therefore, when we're alone and when we're by ourselves or when we're just our eyes are closed, we have the thoughts in our mind from us. It's only from us. So therefore, you have to change the way that you're thinking. You have to your perception of the world needs to change, but your perception of yourself first needs to change. It's going to be hard to see the world differently if you don't see yourself differently. You guys get what I'm saying? So we have to change the little things to start to change the bigger picture, right? It starts within. You change yourself, you change the world, right? So therefore, I want us to stop having the fear of being alone. Stop having the fear of what if? What if this doesn't work? What if I do this and I lose this person? What if? Well, what if you don't? What if you stay true to who you are and you continue to change throughout your life and be a better person? What if you reach your goals? What if you do everything that you wanted to do in life? What if you have that better relationship with God? What if you come to peace with yourself? What if you reach that happiness? What if you get that family that you wanted and it's the best family ever? What if you rekindle that relationship that y'all fell off for no reason, but you guys, came together one year out the blue and you guys had a conversation, you guys rekindled that relationship. What if everything goes amazing? What if everything goes amazing? I'm not saying perfect, but I'm saying how it aligned in your life could not be any better. And again, you know how that's able to happen? Your relationship with God, right? That relationship with God, He orchestrates your life. He doesn't want your life perfect. He doesn't want you to come to Him perfect. He wants you to come to Him as you are and say, God, I trust you. Whatever you want to give me, I know it's going to be what I need. Regardless of if it's what I want, I know it's going to be what I need. I know whatever path that you lead me down, it's going to give me what I need. It's going to give me my happiness. It's going to give me my peace, right? And it may not be the happiness that I thought I wanted. Or no, actually, it may not be the happiness I thought I needed, right? Because we can have happiness that we want. We can have the perfect woman or vice versa for women, the perfect man that we want. But at the same time, God might have a different person in our life. And we might have been looking at this person for how they look. But God was giving us the person for who they are. And once we got to love them for who they are, their physical attraction became 10 times better because we started loving them from within. We started loving them inside out instead of outside in. And it made a huge difference from our love and our perception of them, right? God is going to give us what we need and not what we want. He's going to lead our path towards what we need, not what we want. And I asked this question before. What if your definition of happiness is not God's definition of your happiness? What if the perfect person in your life is not God's definition of the perfect person in your life, right? So now are you willing to trust Him? Are you willing to trust Him because He's not giving you exactly what you wanted, but He's giving you what you needed, but you're not going to understand that's what you needed until you trust Him? You guys get what I'm saying? You're not going to understand until you trust Him. And once you trust Him, He's going to keep leading you down the path. And the more that you go down the path, the more that you're going to understand why He did what He did. And the more that you go down the path, the more trust you're going to give to Him. But it's going to be hard to trust if you never take that first step. You guys get what I'm saying? We have to take a step. That's all He wants. And come as you are to God. Stop thinking, oh, okay, well, I got to change my ways. I got to change my ways. He's not going to accept me. Come to Him as you are and let Him orchestrate your life, because you're going to change on your walk, but you're going to have to want to change. You're going to have to want to trust God. He can't force it. But if you're going to come to Him, come as you are and trust what He's going to do in your life is going to be 10 times better than what you were trying to do. Right? So again, time would tell. That was the topic for today. Time would tell. Time would tell how we improve. Time would tell the real from the fake. Time would tell the people that we need in our life and the people that are going to leave because for no reason. They just wanted to leave out our life, or they was trying to take. Because again, I mentioned before, some people will stay in your life to see how much they can take from it, how much they can take, how much they can take, how much they can take, right? And once they get enough for themselves or what they needed, they're going to leave you behind because they just want to take to better their life. They weren't a true friend. They didn't love you for real. They weren't really trying to be around you. They didn't really care about your feelings, but you had something they needed or they feel like they wanted for their life. So as soon as they got it, they left. So let's go ahead and change who we are. Let's go ahead and be a better person, a better individual in this world. Remember to trust God and trust the path that He's going to put into your life, because it's going to be what you need and not what you want. All right, this has been Topic of Discussion. Miles Berry, we out.